Hello students. Okay. In this video we are going to study complete inverse transform by completing the square. Inverse transform by completing the square is nothing but this is the property whatever we have studied in the previous videos. Okay, in that videos we have studied some properties. That is second property. What it says, L inverse of f bar of s minus a is equals to e raised to 80 into L inverse of f bar of s. Okay, using this is a property. Finding L inverse Laplace transform using this property is known as completing the square method. Okay, find the here. Let us go for the problems. Find the inverse Laplace transform of s plus 5 upon s square minus 6s plus 13. This is nothing but f bar of s. Let us rewrite this given f bar of s in the form of f bar of s minus a. First let us write the given function f bar of s in terms of f bar of s minus a. Next we will find the inverse Laplace of the given function, right? First we need to write in this form. Next we need to find L inverse of that new function. Whatever we have reduced the given form to another form. Okay, that is f bar of s minus a. We need to find L inverse of f bar of s minus a. That is nothing but e raised to 80 into L inverse of f bar of s. L inverse of s plus 5 upon s square minus 6x plus 13. Just first let us see the denominator of the given function. Denominator of the given function is s square minus 6s plus 13. I am just rewriting s square minus 6s plus 13 as s square minus 2 into 3s. 6x I am just writing it as 2 into 3x plus 13 I am just writing it as 9 plus 4. So that it should look like a minus b whole square or a square minus 2ab plus b square. It should look like a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now this forms a complete square, correct? Now these terms forms a complete square, that is s minus 3 whole square. In the denominator of the second step you can see this term makes s minus 3 whole square. That means here we have obtained s minus a term. Whatever s minus a term in the denominator, the same s minus a term I need in the numerator. Okay, for that one just go for the first step again. To get the same s minus a term, that is here we have obtained s minus 3, that is same s minus 3 I want in the numerator. Therefore for the numerator is s plus 5. For that numerator I am just adding and subtracting my 3. Adding and subtracting 3 here, that is s minus 3 plus 3 plus 5 upon s square minus 2 into 3s plus 9 plus 4. That is L inverse of, now it is s minus 3, grouping s minus 3 and 3 plus 5 is 8. S minus 3 plus 8 upon s minus 3 whole square plus 2 square. That means whatever given f bar of s is there, no, that we have written in the form of f bar of s minus a. Now we need to find L inverse of this one. Okay. To find L inverse Laplace transform of this function, this here we need to use the property this one, e raised to 80 L inverse of f bar of s. That is here a is equals to 3, a is equals to 3 and s minus 3 changes to s. A is equals to 3, s minus 3 changes to s. That is L inverse of s plus 5 upon s square minus 6s plus 13. That is equals to e raised to 3t. That is e raised to 80. E raised to 3t. L inverse of s plus 8 upon s square plus 2 square. That is s plus minus 3 changes to s. S plus 8 upon s square plus 2 square. Next e raised to 3t into bracket. We need to find inverse Laplace of this term. That is L inverse of s upon s square plus 2 square plus 8 upon L inverse of 1 upon s square plus 2 square. Now it is look like s upon s square plus a square. Inverse Laplace of s upon s square plus a square is cos 80. In this term a is 2, therefore it is cos 2t plus 8 into, this looks like 1 upon s square plus a square. Inverse Laplace of 1 upon s square plus a square is sin at upon a. That is sin 2t upon t. Therefore, here we have obtained e raised to 3t into bracket cos 2t plus 8 sin 2t upon 2. Next, 8 by 2 we are getting 4. That is e raised to 3t into cos 2t plus 4 sin 2t. That is L inverse of s plus 5 upon s square minus 6s plus 13 is equals to e raised to 3t into bracket cos 2t plus 4 sin t. That means how we are applying the property here? First, the given term is f bar of s. We are changing f bar of s term to f bar of s minus a. To apply the property, we are changing how you will come to know to apply this property only, because here the whenever you have some like a quadratic property or cubical property, you can easily change that s term to s minus a. Now you can say it is a quadratic term. Then therefore we have easily changed that s term to s minus a term. Like this we have simplified. Next, okay, this we have written the given f bar of s to f bar of s minus a. Next we want to find inverse of this one. Therefore again that s minus a changes to s. This is the answer for the given function. Let's go for the next problem. Find inverse Laplace transform of s plus 1 upon s square plus s plus 1. Again we can see here a quadratic term is there. We need to change this term to perfect square. That is, we need to complete it as a square term. L inverse of s plus 1 upon s square plus s plus 1, that is equals to L inverse of, okay, just ignore the first numerator, just have a just concentrate on denominator first. That is s square plus 2 into 1 by 2. I just multiplied and divided by 2 to this term, to s term, multiplied and divided by 2 s. That means what? S square plus s, I am just written it as a square plus 2ab. S square plus s, I have written it as a square plus 2ab. Means a we already know, that is s. We want 2b here. Okay, 2 I want, therefore I have multiplied 2. I have multiplied 2, therefore I have divided. That is 2 into, I have multiplied 2 divided by 2. Now this makes our b term. This is nothing but our b term. Okay, I want this b term. That means I want b square. Therefore added 1 by 4, subtracted 1 by 4. Next plus 1 as it is. Now this term makes a perfect square, that is s plus 1 by 2 whole square. That is s plus 1 by 2 whole square. Now you can see here this is nothing but s minus a term, that is a is equals to minus 1 by 2. Here we have obtained in the denominator, we have obtained s minus a term. The same s minus a I want in the numerator. So go for the numerator term here. In the question we have s plus 1, right? That 1 I have written it as 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 1 I have just written it as 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. That is s plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Now grouping s plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 upon s plus 1 by 2 whole square plus simplify this term, that is minus 1 by 4 plus 1. I have obtained it as 3 by 4. That is L inverse of s plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 upon s plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 3 by 4. I just written it as root 3 by 2 whole square. Here a is equals to minus 1 by 2 and s plus 1 by 2 changes to s. RHS becomes L inverse of s plus 1 upon s square plus s plus 1 is equals to e raised to minus 80, it is e raised to 80, that is e raised to minus t by 2. L inverse of s plus 1 by 2 upon s square plus root 3 by 2 whole square. S plus 1 by 2 changes to S. Next, finding inverse Laplace of this term, keeping e raised to minus t by 2 outside. Let us find inverse Laplace of this term. That is L inverse of S upon S square plus root 3 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 into L inverse of 1 upon S square plus root 3 by 2 whole square. It looks like S upon S square plus A square. Therefore, it is cos 80. L inverse of S upon S square plus root 3 by 2 whole square is cos of root 3 by 2 into t plus 1 by 2 into this term looks like 1 upon S square plus A square. L inverse of 1 upon S square plus A square is sin 80 by A. Here A is root 3 by 2. Therefore, sin root 3 by 2 into t upon root 3 by 2. Just simplify here. After simplifying, we have obtained e raised to minus t by 2 into bracket cos root 3 by 2 into t plus 1 upon root 3 into sin root 3 by 2 into t. This is the inverse Laplace transform of this term. Let's go for the next problem. Find the inverse Laplace transform of s plus 1 upon s square plus 6s plus 9. S plus 1 upon s square plus 6s plus 9. Now we need to make it a perfect square because it's a quadratic term. L inverse of s plus 1 upon s square plus 6s plus 9. That is inverse Laplace of this term is equals to, okay, I told you, first we need to simplify the denominator. That denominator gives us the s minus a term. Just concentrate on denominator. You can see it is directly a perfect square term. Just rewriting that one, s square plus 2 into 3 into s plus 9 I just written as 3 square. Now this term makes s plus 3 whole square. That means we here we have got s minus a term. The same term I want in the numerator. Therefore, for numerator, in the numerator we have s plus 1. For numerator I am just adding 2 and subtracting 2. Here adding 2 and subtracting 2, that is 1 plus 2 is 3, that is s plus 3. To get s plus 3 I just added 2 and subtracted 2. Therefore, s plus 3 minus 2 upon s plus 3 whole square. That is L inverse of s plus 3 minus 2 upon s plus 3 whole square. Now we have changed the given term f bar of s to f bar of s minus a. Here a is equals to minus 3 and s plus 3 changes to s. That is L inverse of s plus 1 upon s square plus 6s plus 9 is equals to e raised to minus 3t into L inverse of s minus 2 upon s square. Next, e raised to minus 3t into L inverse of s upon s square minus 2 into L inverse of 1 upon s square. Here this s cancels, 1s in the denominator get cancels. Therefore, e raised to minus 3t into bracket L inverse of 1 by s minus 2 into L inverse of 1 upon s square. Now these two terms looks like 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. Looks like 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. Therefore,